Hey guys, my name is Vanessa and I talk all about higher consciousness living and how you cannot be healthy without healing mind, body, and spirit. So today I'm very excited to say that we are getting into the Gemini health and healing reading. But before I do that, I want to talk a little bit about Celestial Soul and a few announcements that I have for you. So, in case you're not aware, Celestial Soul is my intention candle brand. It is not your average candle brand, really. It is far more than that. It is, in my opinion, a true remedial experience, and I am just here to provide the remedy to intrinsic self healing. And my candles are a really big segue for that. Its intended use is to be incorporated into your daily practices and rituals, and I use mine all the time. I love them so much. They smell amazing. Lately, I've been lighting the Sacred Bond candle because, it's getting into Valentine's season. We want some loving, warm, comforting scents and energy filling the home. It is made with Damiana herb, which is like an herb to promote love and sensuality. And it also has red jasper and garnet crystals, which really helps with promotion of connectivity, love, understanding. And yeah, so it does not have to be used with just a partner or a lover. It can also be used to strengthen the bond between a family member, a friend, your child, whatever that is. But not only that, it just smells so good. It is in stock right now. Pretty much all the candles are in stock. There's only a couple that are not available right now, but pretty much every single one is available right now, so we love that. Um, the next thing is just a couple announcements. So, um, you can now book Celestial Soul. You can now book a personal reading on the Celestial Soul website. Personal reading with me. The only reading that is available on the site right now is the health and healing reading. That will change. There will be a few other options, like if you want just like a regular general reading done for you, you'll be able to book that as well. But the health and healing reading is what I originated. I created that as my new little newborn child, and I'm extending that to the public to give what this reading that I'm giving you today is what I will offer to you personally, and it will be completely personalized to you, what exactly it is that you're needing to get your mind, body, and spirit all in alignment. Okay. Next, if you love to, receive this remedial experience, then you are more than welcome to join the Soul Collective newsletter. So every Sunday, I send out a weekly newsletter, and it just has mindful messages and intentional practices that you can use to help you navigate throughout the week. It is free to join, so if you're interested in that, you can join by clicking the link in my bio. You can book a reading by clicking the link in the bio. And also, Such Soul is now on YouTube, so if you're a YouTube girl, and I am, I stay on YouTube. If you're somebody like me and you like to watch from YouTube, now you can subscribe to the Celestial Soul page and watch from there. I'll have all of my live videos posted from here onto there. And you can subscribe by clicking the link in the bio. You'll also find there a link to my TikTok and to Celestial Soul's Twitter. So we love that. Okay, we're spreading out. We're getting a little bit of everywhere. All right, so before we head into Gemini's reading today, I like to start off by doing a quick little meditation. Helps us connect to our breath and to our body so we can get connected to receive messages and, just channel the things that we need to hear. Okay, so we are going to start off. I'm going to play a little meditation music here, and what we're going to do is start off by having a tall, elongated spine. And when your spine is tall and in alignment, you become a channel to receive positive energy and uplifting messages from the universe. So that is why it's so important to have good posture. You just become a clear channel. So tall spines, hands facing down. This promotes a grounding technique to help ground you. And we're just going to make sure our shoulders are back and dropped. And we're going to start off with 3 mindful deep breaths, and breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, and then on the last breath we're going to let out a big sigh. Okay, so I want your last breath to be really big. Okay, so go ahead and close your eyes, hands face down, tall spine, and breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathing in really big and a sigh. Okay, so while we're here, I just want us to really connect with our body in a way so we can really figure out where we have tension, dis-ease, or discomfort in our bodies. But in order to do that, we have to really get the body relaxed, and we have to become in tune with it. So we're going to start off by relaxing our face, just letting our skin of our face just drape right over our bone skeletal structure. Okay, and then we're going to drop our tongue, our jaw, and our shoulders. Just taking deep breaths through each of these. Then you're going to work your way down your spine, making sure your spine stays tall and relaxed. And then working your way down through to your hips, relaxing your hips and your thighs. Just letting your thighs sink straight into the seat that you're sitting on, or the bed that you're maybe laying on, and going into your knees, calves, ankles, and your feet. And last but not least, do not forget your hands. Now that you have all of your body relaxed, I want you to really feel where you feel any discomfort or tension in your body. For me, it's usually my spine and my back. So once you identify that space or those spaces, because maybe there's multiple, we're going to take 3 more deep breaths, and I want you to send all of that breath, all of that oxygen and life straight to those areas of your body so you can create space, create energy, create life in those areas to help release that tension. Okay, so we're going to start off by breathing in and out, and making sure these are nice deep breaths too. Breathing in and out. Last one, really big. Okay, now we have connected with our breath. We've connected with our body. You can lightly open your eyes. Now you are a clear channel to be open and receive today's message. Okay, so a little bit about the health and healing reading if you're not already familiar. I break this down into 5 categories. The 5 categories that make up your overall health and well-being. And those include diet, sleep, movement, mindset, and meditation. So today we're going to be discussing all 5 of those and what it is that you need to do within each category to bring yourself into alignment and balance so you can fully function as your healthiest, highest, and best self. Now, doesn't that sound amazing? You have never seen anybody do this before because I literally created it. So I really hope you enjoy this reading. And while I shuffle, I want you to just set intentions of what it is that you want to receive from today's message, what it is that you want to gain from this, if there's anything that you're in need of within any of those categories, just setting intentions on maybe receiving the message that it is that you're needing to hear, some clarity, some guidance, whatever it is, or even just confirmation on things that you've already been feeling. So we're going to go ahead and start off, Gemini, with your diet. What does Gemini need to know about their diet? Whoa. Okay. So I'm pulling from 4 decks, and that's just so we can gain as much clarity on this as we possibly can. We're going to get to the nitty gritty of it, okay? So whatever resonates, take that. If it doesn't resonate, then just leave it. That's fine. It's not always going to resonate. We are covering a group of people here, so it may apply to you and it may not. And that's totally okay. Now, this is for anybody with any Gemini placements, okay? Your sun, moon, rising, Mercury, Saturn, Mars, Pluto, any of those guys, okay, plus some. If you have any Gemini placements at all, this is going to be beneficial for you. And if you're not aware of that, then look up your birth chart and see if you have any other Gemini placements, because if you do, this might be for you. And same thing with all the other readings that I'm posting. If there's any of those placements that you may have anywhere in your chart, they may all be messages that you may need to hear in this moment. So that's just something to be mindful of, okay? What does Gemini need to know about their diet? What does Gemini need to know about their diet? What does Gemini need to know about their diet? Gemini, this is heavy. What does Gemini need to know about their diet? Okay. All right, let's begin with diet. So the first one we have is heart, small intestine, nose, the moon, sorrow, the veil is thin, bitch slots, is it true there is no other, and soul writing. This feels like Taurus's reading, except the difference with Taurus, this is similar to Taurus's reading in the sense that I feel a lot of emotional eating with this, but I also feel addictive behavior. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find words to navigate this. This is very heavy. I was not expecting this. I'm just gonna call it like it is. I'm gonna call it like I see it. Um, okay, so in regards to diet, it feels heavy on the alcohol. With the moon and the sorrow card, it relates a lot to your emotions. The small intestine card, I feel, and then the nose, I don't know what. This feels a lot like maybe an eating disorder. And I feel like it's very straining on you. Um, like emotionally, but like on your body. Um, I was not expecting this. This feels very heavy. With the veil is thin card, it feels like I'm so sorry. If this is you, I'm really sorry that you're experiencing this. With the veil is thin card, it feels a lot like these addictive patterns or behaviors are deteriorating you. And it's almost like you're giving yourself a slow death. And then with the is it true there is no other, it feels like this is you, like you're telling yourself like this is the only way I can cope. This is the only way I can deal. It's like this is a story that you're telling yourself, and you keep going into this pattern, this cycle of thoughts that keep bringing you back to this addiction. And this card is saying, is it true there is no other? Is it true that there is no other way to cope? Is it true there is no other way to navigate this? And then with the bitch slots card, it's like you're like whatever it is that's weighing you down or holding you back or what's causing this strain, this cycle of emotions, um it's like telling you like you've won more than you know. You've won more than you realize. It's like you have everything that you need. This feeling of this sorrow, and it feels like lack. It feels like you feel like you lack something, but this is telling you like you have everything. You are everything that you need. You are already everything that it is that you desire. It hasn't maybe fully manifested yet, but it's coming. Like you are the jackpot. Like, and you have this sense of like I feel like you think the complete opposite of yourself. Like you're not worthy. You think that um if this is you, you may have noticed your heart. Maybe now this could also be this could be anxiety, like a high, like an increased heart rate or a decreased heart rate. Like you may notice your heart slowing down. Um, Now with the small intestine card, it's like I always go back to the mind gut connection. Okay, so whatever, If you're somebody who's maybe resorting to drinking your problems away, or resorting to drinking to cope, um, alcohol is a depressant. So when that is sitting in your gut, excuse me, when that poison, that's really what alcohol is. It's poison. And you know it and you feel it. When you feel it sitting in your gut, all of that gets connected straight to your brain. Your gut and your brain are so connected. Your gut is considered your second brain. So it's like when you digest that, when you consume that, you're only harming your mind that much more. It's not benefiting you. It's not helping you. It's not helping in any way. I also heavily feel like I need to talk about cocaine. This may also be an outlet for you. Um, Maybe you recently had a scary experience. Maybe you recently had a near death experience. Whatever it is, there's an addictive behavior here. There's a vice that you're using that is only inhibiting you more from fully healing, from fully embracing this healing journey, from fully learning who you are, or who you're meant to be, or what your purpose in this life is. Isn't this is like a huge wall between you and mental clarity and understanding and compassion and empathy. It's like this pain, this deep, so deep rooted pain that you have has become such a hinder on your heart, on your mind, on your body. Like it's literally weighing your body down. Soul writing. I don't know what it is, but something tells me I need to read this card, so I'm just going to read it. I don't know the exact definition of it. I have my own interpretation, but something's telling me to just read the guidebook, so that's what we're going to do. We become the stories we tell. You are the author of your story. Write one that inspires you and doesn't let anyone else command the pen. Physical reality is temporary. It is forever changing from one moment to the next. The events and experiences of your life are multidimensional living art. Their purpose and form will shift as your perception of them does. Their purpose and form will shift as your perception of them does. You can view and adjust any stories from your past, present, or future. Let go of justifying or analyzing the events that become your stories, and lift yourself into a new way of seeing them. Look at the card and imagine you are the angel rising and connecting to the soul light at the top of the pyramid. From this expanded view, you can see all your stories and their facets from a neutral position. A higher perspective will unveil and reveal what was previously known. You may be surprised, shocked, or embarrassed by the story you have identified with is not what you thought it was. Don't stress, this indicates that the stories are shaking loose and healing is occurring. You are doing so well, you are worthy, and you are loved. You are doing so well. You have everything. You are worthy and you are loved. Is it true there is no other? There's no other way to cope? There's no other way to get through? It says a higher perspective will unveil and reveal what was previously known. The veil is thin. How intentional is this reading? Like, this is crazy. I don't know who needed to hear this, but somebody needed to hear it. And I hope that is able to help you. You could write a new story. What your past is or was, you don't have to identify with that. You can move into a new version of yourself. That doesn't have to be who you are. That doesn't have to be what people know you as. You could even be going through the transformation of trying to recover from these addictions. But in your mind, it's like you start to get somewhere, but then you start to think like, no, this is the only way I can deal with this. And it's like, really ask yourself, is it true? There is no other. There is no other way. There is. What other way? What's the other way? Insight. Gaining insight. Shifting perspectives to gain insight. A great way to shift perspective is through acceptance. When you accept a situation for what it is, for what it like truly, logically is, you're able to see it from a bird's eye view, just like the card was saying. When you take yourself away from it and look at it from a bird's eye view, you're able to see all the stories you tell yourself. You don't have to identify with those stories anymore once you gain real insight of what those stories really, really were, like at the root, what their true meaning was. Once you understand that, there's so many ways that you can gain insight. It's through books, through knowledge, through wisdom, through experience, through meditation. I'm also feeling like body healing work, like Reiki, okay, acupuncture, what is that one? It's like where you go float in water and like I don't know what it is. It's like this dark thing and you're floating in water. Like, that's where you gain some insight. Like, you need to go to these, like those pods. It's like a meditative pod or something. And you're like floating. I feel like that's where you can go. Like, doing practices like that can help you gain some real true insight. And these can be your other outlets. These can be the vices that you turn to instead of these. Once you're able to shift that perspective, once you're able to step outside of that, then you'll be able to see things for how they really are, what they truly are, and then you won't have to identify what you thought it was. It will change. The perspective will change, and so will you. Okay, are we ready to move into sleep? If that did not resonate for you, that is perfectly okay. The next ones might. But somebody needed to hear that message. What does Gemini need to know about their sleep? What does Gemini need to know about their sleep? What does Gemini need to know about their sleep? Oh my god, so many people are getting this. Gemini, whoa. What does Gemini need to know about their sleep? So, the cards we got were immune system, wealth. This is not a dream. Focus. Immediate thing I got with the wealth card was you are not lacking sleep at all. I think you're actually sleeping too much. It's like a wealth of it. You're having an abundance of it. With the immune system card, you may be fighting off a cold, if that does apply to you. That's maybe what it is. You could be fighting off a flu or a sickness or something like that. But with the immune system card, it's like, if you look at this image, you see the person and then you see this group of people, right? I feel like you sleep just to avoid people, just to avoid the world. It's like sleep is the only place you get real peace. It's like your form of escapism. It's like when you sleep, you're just in your own trance. You're in your own world. You don't have to deal with this outside noise. You don't have to deal with people. You don't have to deal with things. It's just you and your dreams. Your unconscious dreams. You're sleeping too much. It's getting to a point where it's actually inhibiting you from what it is that you really want to do. Your need or want to sleep as much as you do is stopping you from pursuing the goals that you want to do. It's stopping you from showing up for yourself, from getting yourself dressed and ready for the day, for making time for your rituals or practices that bring you joy. It's just like, I'd rather just go to sleep. Just like with anything, everything needs a balance, and too much of anything is not good for you. And I feel like this is your wake-up call to literally wake up and stay up with this. This is not a dream card. It's like you're actually dreaming too much. It's time to get up, stay up, and focus. Focus on what it is that you really want. Focus on the healing. Focus on what it is that you're trying to do. What plans do you want to make? Shift them. What goals do you want to have? Shift them. Start taking the action. Stop sleeping away your problems. Stop sleeping away your stress, your anxiety. It's only holding you back. It's inhibiting you. It's your form of escapism, and it's like no matter what, you still wake up and your problems are still there. Reality is still there. eventually you have to wake up. Eventually you have to get the ball rolling. Eventually you have to continue with your life. Sleeping everything away is not doing anything for you. It's too much. You have to face it at some point. Okay, let me I took some notes for Gemini when I did a meditation. Let me see if what I have on here so far. On my notes, literally put sleeping a lot, oversleeping, and groggy. Like, do y'all see this? Sleeping a lot, oversleeping, groggy. For food, I also put too many fatty or fried foods, which is why the heart card probably also came out, and the small intestine card, because you may be like clogging arteries with all the fatty or fried foods. It could be causing like a lot of indigestion or like just heaviness in the gut, a lot of bloatedness with the small intestine card, okay? Alright, that's what I have so far for those. Wake up. Wake your ass up. Alright, what does Gemini need to know for movement? And when I say movement, I'm also referring to anything with the body. What does Gemini need to know about movement? What does Gemini need to know about movement? Ooh. What does Gemini need to know about movement? Okay. It's kind of a lot, but I think you might need them. Let's see here. This is literally the answer to your problems. Let's talk about it. For body and movement, you got liver, the magician, haunted by ghosts, break the cycle, nothing has gone wrong, soul song, healing, nourish, soul tree, Vesica Pisces, and joy. With the liver card, it completely confirmed the alcohol thing for me. The liver card completely confirmed the alcohol for me. And this is what I meant by with the Veil of Sin card. It's like your body is beginning to deteriorate. And I don't mean that to scare you or... The thing is, you already know it. Like, you could feel it. I know you feel it. I'm not speaking of anything new here. This is a truth that you have to get real with yourself about. This is like, this is not a dream. It's time to wake up, bitch. It's time to do something about this. this is your wake up call. With the magician card, a magician is somebody who makes something out of nothing. They make magic. It's just, it appears, it disappears, it reappears, it's gone. Like the magician, they're full of magic. They create stuff like out of thin air. Okay. Then you got, oh wait. I feel like you're somebody who does not like exercise. With the magician card, I'm like, this is definitely somebody who doesn't like exercise because you have to get creative with how you move your body. Like, this is not your typical let's go for a run type of person, or like let's hit the gym. Like, this is like, I need to go to Zumba. to get my exercise, okay? Like something that's you know what I just got was like Soul Cycle. You know, like you need something that doesn't feel like you're really working out. Like I feel like you don't love the average workout. You want something that keeps it fun, keeps it spicy, like, because you hate it so much. That you need something that's like unconventional so you don't hate it as much. And I feel heavy on the Soul Cycle. Like you need something that's gonna actually give you energy while doing it and not make you want to kill yourself. So with the magician card, it's like you, I think this is a time to get creative, like take a dance class. I just got so many random things in my head, like canoeing. Listen, like when you kayaking, like when you, that is such an arm workout. Okay, so many random things are coming to my head right now. Just like the most unconventional ways to get exercise, I feel like you need to try out because otherwise you hate it and you don't want to do it. I think you think about when you used to work out and the thought of it is just like makes you want to jump out of your skin. With the Haunted by Ghost card, I think you think about how you used to work out and you're just like, oh my god, that sounds dreadful. And with the Break the Cycle card, it's like you have to break that way of thinking because that's really not serving you anymore. Like you really, this is your wake up call. Like you really have to do something about this because it's not benefiting you, and you really in a, your body's kind of like in a fight or flight, and your body really needs a reset, and you have to find a very unconventional way to get that reset for your body because you're not going to do it on your own and just by going to the gym or something. So like I said, a dance class, maybe like Soul Cycle, something like that, something just that's not your Zumba, um, something that's a way to still get activity, but like it's not an average workout. Okay, so with the cards down here, basically, because you got two cards that talk a lot about harmony and balance. Like if you look at this, like you get the yin yang, then you get here and you see the two circles with the heart in the middle. Like both of these to me signify harmony and balance, and I feel like the movement that your body is lacking, once you give your body that movement, that's actually what will help you get into harmony and balance. Like I feel like you have gone without it for so long, and I think that there's times like maybe you do go try to work out or you try to exercise or move your body in some way and you actually feel so good afterwards, but you're also just like, I hate this at the same time, but you know that it made you feel so good. That's an obvious indication that like I need to do this way more. And with the soul song and the healing card, it's like I think you're actually really going to fall in love with this newfound way of working out and exercising for yourself, and it's going to bring so much healing for you. Like, this is going to be an outlet for you to go, like, cope. Like, this is going to be your new vice. Like, it's not going to be the drinking or whatever it is that you turn to cope. It's going to be this new way of exercising, this new way of releasing these happy hormones, these endorphins, these ways of releasing stress and tension and anxiety in the body, okay? And with the nourish card, you're literally going to be, I feel like you're literally nourishing your body, but you're also nourishing your mind, you're nourishing your spirit. And I feel like also because you're eating, I mean, you're going to be like moving your body in such a healthy, dynamic way, you're also going to want to implement that through your food. So, um, I feel like just naturally you're going to want to implement more foods that make you feel really good too, cuz it's like, oh my god, my body feels so good when I move it this way. Imagine how it's going to feel if I like give it this thing. I think that's when it starts to really create that harmony and balance between your mind, your body, and your spirit, because you're just like, you start to figure out what's working for you, but you have to really break this cycle and get out of this old way of thinking with the Haunted by Ghost cards. Like, you got to get out of that old way of thinking and really look at it from a different perspective and welcome this new way of exercise or movement with a fresh pair of eyes and thinking about the benefits of it and how good you're going to feel afterwards, rather than like, this sounds dreadful. Like, you really just have to change your perspective on how you approach it. With the soul tree, I feel like this is going to help you build a whole new mental foundation for yourself. Anybody who works out regularly is going to tell you how much it has not only shifted them, obviously, like, the physical comes along with it, but to me, like, the most important thing is like the mental that comes with it. Like, you become so mentally fit and strong that, like, once you start to make this a part of your everyday life, you will mentally actually become stronger. Like, you'll become more resilient. You'll become more confident. Like, you just feel so good about yourself, and you're just like, oh my god, like, I proved to myself I can do this thing. And like, I'm still doing it. And like, I love it. What else can I do? What else can I handle? What else can I take on? It's like you're building this new foundation for yourself. It's like you're building it's like you're growing like really strong roots through this type of movement, okay? And then you have the joy. After the healing comes the joy. That's why I'm like, I think really what it is that you like direly need is movement. That's what it feels like so far from this reading. It's like, out of everything, it's, I feel like the movement is what's going to help heal all the other aspects. A lot of time when we feel mentally stagnant, it's because we need to physically move. And so that's why if you're feeling stagnant, it's really good to get up and go out for a walk, or to go for a jog, or go to the gym. Just go move your body, because those are really healthy ways to like get your mind out of like, I'm stuck in one space. All right, let's move into mindset. What does Gemini need to know about mindset? What does Gemini need to know? Okay, we can have that many cards. Gemini, what's going on? I feel like your thoughts are everywhere. That's the first thing, okay? Your thoughts are literally everywhere. What is Gemini? What do we need to know about Gemini's mindset? Okay. Oh. Okay. What do you know about Gemini's mindset? Okay. Okay, the reading is lightening up, okay? Now, there are a few things that we got here. So let's start off by showing you the cards. So we got pancreas, connective tissue, vagina, so mature, the hermit, what you love loves you back, expansion, let go. I actually really love this. So with the pancreas card, this really reaffirms to me the mind-gut connection. I really feel like, okay, we got a few things here. Okay, just bear with me as I break this down. Through the pancreas card, I very heavily got the mind-gut connection. A lot of what you're digesting and putting in your body is really inhibiting your gut. Therefore, it's inhibiting your mind and the way you think, where your mind goes when it wanders, the depressive states, the anxiety, the insecurity, the shame, the lack of confidence, the unworthiness. All of these things are coming from what you're putting in your body, okay? Now with the pancreas card, it is also yellow. Okay, and yellow signifies the solar plexus chakra. And your solar plexus chakra is the ruler of your confidence. And to me, that's very much getting highlighted because it seems like you have a lack of confidence in yourself. Oh my God, before we move on, I need to tell you what this says. I forgot about my health notes. Okay, for the body, this is what I wrote. Tightness in chest. Want to move body, but talk yourself out of it. Isn't that what I just said? It's like, it feels so good, but you're like, ugh. Like, you think about how you used to work out or, like, how you used to go do it, and you're just like, that sounds dreadful. Like, you literally talk yourself out of going to move your body, but it makes you feel so damn good. Why do you do that? Just go do it. Stop overthinking it. Okay. Now, with the connective tissue card, I feel like these thoughts and these patterns are very deep rooted, almost subconscious. Like, I feel like a lot of times you don't even realize what you're doing or how you're doing it. Like, it has become so habitual, so subconscious that you're not even aware of some of your patterns. I feel with the vagina card, I don't know why, I feel a heavy mother wound, okay, or a lot related to the mother. With that card, I also get the deep sense of, like, you need to nurture yourself, or you need comfort, like, and it's like, or you wish you had somebody to nurture you, or you wish you had somebody to comfort you, like, you wish you had some type of feminine energy to give that to you, or you wish you even had the capacity to give it to yourself, to kind of like heal this super deep rooted thing that you have, that's weighing you down. With the hermit card, we already know this because you oversleep like crazy. So the hermit is somebody who just is in solitude, solitary confinement, if you will, and doesn't come out to anybody. Like, you just are alone in your room all day, every day, all night, every night, and you just don't want to socialize. You're just in solitude. I go through those periods a lot, especially as a Virgo. Virgos are kind of known. We are like, the Hermit card is like the Virgo card in the tarot, and we're very big on going into hermit mode. I actually feel sometimes my best when I'm in solitude. I prefer it most of the time. And I feel like, oh, well, okay, so let's talk a little bit here. So Virgos and Geminis are both ruled by Mercury, the planet. So this may be why, if you're a Gemini and you love going into hermit mode as well, that may be why. Okay, so you may have some similarities to Virgo in that way. Um, Now in this hermit mode, I feel like you sit a lot with yourself, but I feel like most of the time in this hermit mode, you're just sleeping. I feel like you're not really facing your problems, you're just sleeping or you're just scrolling. That's really what that feels like to me. It's like you're avoiding it, like you're avoiding people, but you're also avoiding your own thoughts. It's like you don't want to face any of it. So you just like have outlets and vices to completely distract you from all of those things. Um, Now, the reassuring part about this reading is the what you love loves you back. So if you feel like you're lacking uh, uh, nurturing support or that kind of like motherly love or any of those things, this is an opportunity for you to find ways to give that to yourself. Find ways to nurture yourself. Find ways to love on yourself. What you love loves you back. When you start pouring this love into yourself, guess what happens? Your body, your mind, your spirit will all start to love you back. You start to gain that confidence again. You start to gain that strength. Okay? Um, the more you pour into yourself, the more you have to give. And right now I feel like you're on E. I feel like you really need to take time to like water yourself and let your seeds get planted. Allow them to sprout. Allow them to start to grow and just constantly water yourself every single day. Do what it is that you need to do to nurture yourself so you can grow. Like that's what you need right now. And I think relying on other people or things to try and do that for you, you're just going to end up disappointed. And the best thing to do in this moment is to take that time for yourself. It's like what I said, like you already everything that you need. You already have, everything you desire, it's already within you. You already have it. You don't need the nurturing from somebody else. You need it from yourself. Okay? Then you have the expansion card and let go. It's like this card when we talked about when you take yourself out of it and look at it from this bird's eye view, when you come to this expansion mindset, when you look at everything from a wider perspective, okay, when you expand your mind on it, that's when you're able to accept it, release it, let it go. You'll be able to let go of this hurt, this pain, this anger, and I think you'll also be able to learn to let go just through movement. How are you feeling so far? I did not expect your reading to be this heavy, but this might have been exactly what you needed to hear. Okay, so that was for mindset. We have just one more, and we're going to go right into what does Gemini need to know for meditation? What does Gemini need to know for meditation? Ooh. What does Gemini need to know for meditation? It was heavy at first, but it's lightening up. All right, Gemini. First card you got is prostate, female principle, love, perception is reality. Don't forget that. Then awakening. So the chakras that immediately stand out to me are red, root chakra, solar plexus, sacral chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra. Honestly, I would do a whole full body chakra meditation. I would do multiple. I would do them every single day for the month of February. Like, as often as you possibly can. You need to get them super in tune, super in balance. Like, I feel like all of them are blocked. They're so severely blocked. And the moment you start working on your throat chakra, you'll be able to start express yourself, okay? You'll be able to release these emotions. Through the heart chakra, you'll be able to create space. You'll be able to create that love for yourself and for others. You'll be able to have more of that acceptance. With the sacral, solar, and solar plexus and root chakra, you'll be able to ground yourself, build up your confidence, help release any emotional or even like sexual attachments or unattachments that you may have, okay? Healing those areas of your body, and also the connections that you have to them, the mental connections that you have to them. I feel like you need all of those. I would do meditations related to, with the prostate card and the female principle card, I feel like you need to work on the balance of your masculine and feminine energies. So doing meditations, I would do all these meditations through YouTube. YouTube has everything, okay, and it's free. So you could find meditations that help balance out your masculine and feminine energies, okay? Now with the female principle card, I would also do meditations related to if you have this mother wound or anything of that sort, doing a meditation to help you release that, creating space in your heart, the heart chakra, okay? Now you have love. This heavily feels like self-love. So doing meditations to help promote self-love and to embrace love and to be able to get into the space to receive real love without pushing it away, okay? Because you don't feel worthy of it. Perception is reality. So meditating on being able to see things from a different perspective, maybe listening to affirmations, okay? It all goes back to this card. This card talked a lot about perceptions, right? It talked about looking at things from a bird's eye view. So maybe going into meditations that help you see things from a different perspective, help you find maybe like to reveal the truth. Okay, meditations to reveal the truth. Even doing a meditation to help with your connection to your spirit guides. What is it that they want you to know? What do they want to tell you? You could do meditations to help with your healing process. I don't know why I want to say grieving, but maybe a grieving process, okay? And then you have awakening. I feel like once you, I feel like the last card I pull is always the full, this is the clarity card on, if you were to implement everything I suggest, you will then hit your awakening. You'll then step into the person that, you always thought you could be in your head, but you were just like, there's no way. There's no other way. There is a way. There is a will, there is a way. And through the awakening card, you'll finally be able to see yourself become who you were meant to be all along. You'll find your purpose. You'll find your passions. You'll find your drive. You'll find your confidence. You'll find that love. You'll find the acceptance, the empathy, the understanding. You'll find everything. But it's like first you need to heal this, you need to heal the body, you need to heal all these things for you to really face your healing journey head on. But you need to align these first before that can really happen for you. Okay, so Gemini, that was your health and healing reading. I hope that really helped. I really hope that did. Okay, and I hope that was uplifting for you. I hope that helped you feel encouraged and supported. And you know, I'm always here if you need any of that. Okay, and I'm just sending you so much love, so much grace, so much peace, and just above all else, give yourself grace. Okay, give yourself that peace. Well, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I will see you later. Bye.